question, ladies. Who would you rather have? An average man who will be monogamous or a six-figure porn star, but he only sleeps with other women when he's on set? Okay, so what would you rather have, ladies? A regular guy, 5'8", making about $30 to $50K per year. Oh. Okay, that amounts to about $3,000 a month, right? Roughly $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Or a guy that's making $10K per month, but he's a porn star and he has sex with other women on camera. Which one would you prefer? We'll start right here. If you have to pick between the two.
I wouldn't get the porn star because I feel like I'm speaking from feelings.
Okay,
So-
how about think? What would you actually go with? Let's go with what you think versus what you feel.
If we're not thinking about my feelings, of course I'm gonna go with the porn star because it's like, yeah, I get money, I get to live a certain lifestyle, but going into my feelings, like,
let's say they're both the same guy and they both make you feel good.
No, it's about me being jealous. Like, it's about my perspective. I wouldn't feel right about him going on set and having sex with a different girl.
Okay.
Because like if he comes home and tries something with me, and of course being the type of girlfriend that I am, I'm gonna watch his videos, and if I'm like, oh, you did this and that with that person, and you're gonna do it with me.
Like, why that bitch screaming so hard? I ain't never screamed that hard before.
All right, what about you?
I would definitely choose the man that's monogamous that makes less money per month.
Okay, so you'd be okay with $30,000 a year?
Correct. But at the end of the day, I'm a professional fighter. I know I'm gonna make billions, so it is what it is.
Would you want to still with a guy when you make that kind of money?
If love is there, I would stay with the man for love.
Period.
Love fades though.
I don't think it does.
Love fades, but the things that come with it don't.
Love is a choice.
I mean, you even admitted earlier that it's hard to not deal with guys that aren't in your industry. So you telling me as a
passion and the drive,
fighter?
but there's a lot of broke fighters. I'll tell you that right now.
100%.
Yeah, but are you going to support a broke fighter as a woman?
I would.
Ooh.
How long?
Stop the cap.
For life. It is what it is.
For life.
Aww.
Would you?
I'd wife her.
Interesting.
He could make less than you, but I think if he couch potato and it's a different story.
It ain't. Okay. All right. Yeah, women never support dudes.
For too long.
Her last name is Cohen, bro. Come on. All right, what about you? Come on, nigga. Money matters a lot. Okay, what about you? What about you? What would you go with? The porn star making six figures, $10K a month, or the regular guy that's going to be monogamous to you, but $30,000 per year?
30.
That's 3 to 4.
That's too low,
roughly
right?
3 to 4K a month.
For you, not for anybody
We can
else.
work on the money thing. That can always be fixed.
No, let's say he enjoys his job. He don't want to change. He's like, man, I'm chilling, man. This is enough for me.
He says, I'm
but
him.
that's crazy.
I can't deal with the man who
I'm him.
I'm him.
All right, she picking a porn nigga. All right, what about you? Who are you going with?
Jesus.
I would go with the porn star.
Okay.
I feel
makes sense.
I feel that
Nerf this.
men, love and lust are very different emotions. And I feel from experience being in a relationship that a man can go out and have sex with another woman and it not be emotional at all.
Oh, okay.
And
That's true.
I feel that I could still feel the love throughout all of that. And I think that women and men get validation in different ways. My validation comes from posting like a cute picture on Snapchat, and a man can get his from going to see another woman, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't love me. That doesn't mean that he loves her. Men cannot have that emotional connection, but I feel as though when women have a sexual interaction with someone else, or at least from my experience, it's always emotional. So I would definitely want to be provided for, and I really wouldn't even think twice about the fact that he's out there doing it with other girls.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you.
That was actually a very, that's actually a very basic take on it. Okay, what about you?
No, I what?
So 30K per year?
I'll do the 30K per year, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say though, how you're gonna say that
30K and TSE ain't going nowhere though.
No,
we know
but-
that for a fact.
Because there's not poor
But
porn
what
stars.
I'm gonna say
Been there many
though,
times.
What I'm gonna say
Expensive.
though is, with you saying that with
government.
women having sex, it's emotional. You're having sex with a man that's his job is having sex with other women.
You're soul tied with a man who's
emotionally
messing with other
entangled
women.
with a man that is having sex with other. Listen.
Listen.
All right, so you disagree with her. You disagree with her.
I disagree in the like in the explanation of you saying that women are entangled by our feelings when we have sex with men, because if that's the case, then you just contradicted yourself in saying that you want to be with a porn star. You understand what I'm saying? You just like
that's the island talking.
No, she didn't. She didn't contradict herself.
If you're gonna say no, if I'm as a woman gonna be like, hey, when I have sex with you, this is how I love you. This is how I'm feeling you. I'm emotionally entangled with you because we're having sex as a woman, right?
Bruh.
I'm not gonna think another woman's gonna be entangled with you. If I'm saying that women are gonna be entangled with you.
But I feel like with her, she sees it as that's her way of feeling love and showing love, but she doesn't expect the other person to show love and feel love the same way.
Oh,
it's her love language.
I'll beat my man
them
before
seeing it differently.
Wait,
I think. Well, hold on. You guys totally misinterpreted what she said.
Yeah, because
like she said, I would go with the porn star, and her explanation for why she would go with the porn star is her argument is men don't bond emotionally through sex to the same extent as women do.
Exactly.
So she's saying if my guy was to go out there and have sex with other women, he's still gonna love me the same. That's her argument. So that's why she's like, I'm okay with the porn star because I know men can compartmentalize their emotions and sex, but women, it's very difficult for them to do that.
So
what if the woman that he's having sex with him? What if she start creating feelings for him and he wants to cheat?
But her argument is that's irrelevant because he still loves her.
It sounds like her problem and not him and her.
But what if you start?
Hold on, let her talk. Let her talk about it, man. Go ahead. Tell her what's up.
Well, did I summarize that correctly for you? That's precisely what she said.
And I know it may seem controversial and like I'm trying to appeal to everyone. This is my
No, hold on.
experience.
Hold on. Let me stop you real quick. Don't appeal to everybody. Say what's on your mind. That's the whole point of the discussion.
And I don't see it as it that way. I'm
Let her
just
talk, man.
making an argument.
Let her talk, man.
I'm just making an argument.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think. Yeah, please ask me.
Whoa.
As a joke.
No, it's just not funny. Don't do that again. All right.
Don't do that again.
My
Respectful.
apologies,
All right, go ahead.
host.
You're not platform.
You were saying?
I called you a queen, man.
You're a king
Might
to
be
me,
dusty.
sir. I'm so sorry. It's, heart love.
Nah, now you're dusty. All right, go ahead.
That's crazy. I'm hurt.
That's just
Should be.
my opinion. It's what I've experienced. At first, when I would hear things about like, oh, men cheating, I would think to myself like, oh, I could never be with someone who cheated. And then I was in a relationship that was so loving that it didn't really bother me, and it did change my perspective. At first, I was like thinking to myself, absolutely not. Like, how could I be with someone that cheats on me? That isn't love. And then I fell madly in love with someone, and I found out that he was, went to go and see someone else. And I was like, well, I love him so much. I can't just leave him over this. And I feel like men and women are wired differently. But that, again, is just my opinion. And I understand if you don't agree. I get it.
Question
It's
for you.
just-
Why'd you guys break up? Because typically that guy never leaves. He's still there, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think we had, I don't think that age gap is a problem at all. I was young when I met him. I was 18. He was around 31. I don't think it's a weird age gap. I really don't. I think if I hear a lot of people say I don't.
18.
She was
the
18
thing
and he was
is,
31.
At
I'm not gonna
18,
judge
you
you,
can
girl.
go and
That's
make.
That's fine.
At 18 years old, you can go and make financial decisions that will permanently ruin your credit for the rest of your life. You can
join the
go
military
vote
at
for
18,
a
you can do
president
whatever you
who
want.
can lead a country into war, but you can't date someone who may have experience and can teach you these things. I think the whole age gap theory is a bit strange.
I agree with that.
But as I grew older, I wasn't the same person, and I know that it wasn't all his fault. I still love him to this day, and I wish him the best, but I'm not the same person that I was when I was 18. And so I've obviously changed a lot, and so has he. So we just kind of got not as close, which just kind of,
Who broke it off? You or him?
it was mutual.
No, it was somebody.
Someone
It was
typically.
somebody.
All right.
Someone initiated it.
He initiated it.
Okay.
I was definitely heartbroken for, oh my
Do you think
gosh.
it was because of
Did you
OnlyFans?
cheat on him, or what made
No.
him? Oh,
No.
So what? Because men rarely initiate breakups. What happened? Were you being too clingy, or were you annoying him? Like,
I mean, I'm definitely a little bit annoying all the
Okay.
time.
there's your
but-
answer.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
But what's annoying to you guys?
Well, I mean,
That's a good
it
question.
could be her. It could have been her contacting him too much, bothering him.
Nagging.
Nagging.
Yeah.
It could have been that.
Why are you not home?
I
I've been
just
waiting on
didn't.
you.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to be the right woman, and I feel as as time has gone on, and I've, I guess, done more research, and
Did you guys
yeah,
live together, or was it?
We did live together, and I think that was an issue. We also, in the beginning of our relationship, slept in the same bed, and now I like not sleeping in the same bed. I think space is really important, not for me, but I think for him. I think if he was able to take more time away from me, he wouldn't get so fed up with me because I know that I am weird and a little bit annoying. So I think that.
Question.
But you're a
Question.
child, so
if he called you
fine.
now and said, "I want you back," what's your response?
Ooh.
I can't, I can't say. I feel like I would have to. I know that sounds like a stupid answer, but I think if I heard his voice say it, maybe my feelings would be different. I need to work on this actually, but I'm pretty reactive, and I'm practicing not being as reactive. I think if I were to hear his voice and see his name pop up on my phone, I don't know what would be going through my mind at the time.
I know it's gonna be.
What is it? I feel like
Mo, interesting. Okay. All right. Porn star or loyal guy making
You didn't
$30K
answer
per
it.
year? Well, she gave her answer. She didn't give her answer yet. You're going with the loyal guy, right?
I'd rather go with the loyal guy.
Okay, cool.
But I do, after you explained, I do kind of get your explanation with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm so
You like petting
sorry.
animals? You keep touching her. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh,
She's-
I could
she's
pet you.
adorable,
You're
that's
like
why.
a bear to me.
Mhm. All right.
In a very great way. Don't take offense.
Nigga, you're roasted already, nigga. You're roasted, bro.
What about you?
Don't start.
Who are you going with? Are you going with?
Rotisserie.
The porn star, for sure. I think it's hot. I'm into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I think
like
the
that.
monogamous guy is very boring for me. It doesn't make a lot. Very boring.
She's being honest.
That was
Someone keeping
straightforward.
it 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
based.
Someone keeping it 1,000. All
Okay.
right. What about you?
While I do understand both of y'all point of view, I'll go with the monogamous man. I have no problem with the man who makes the same thing I'm making yearly, or maybe a tiny bit more. You know what I'm saying? We all start somewhere. Hopefully you're not making that forever, but if you are, you are. Right? Teachers don't get paid enough. I'd rather a monogamous man.
I gotta do it.
I grew up watching every reason why to want the monogamous man. I grew up with every example that wasn't the monogamous man. I'll pick the monogamous man.
Okay.
AKA
Okay.
her friend.
Yeah. What about you?
All right, so I'm going with the monogamous man in this particular
30K?
In this particular scenario,
Okay.
only because I can't do the porn star thing. Now, granted, if he was in another type of profession and did cheat or step out or had someone else, I would go with that.
Like acting?
Yeah, like, but what's a straight guy?
Why do we limit the monogamous
man?
Why do we limit the monogamous men to
Right.
30K?
Right.
Why is it that we don't say that monogamous men can have more than 30? Why do we limit them
Then
to
the
such
decision
low
wouldn't be hard
figures?
to make.
It's money or
babes.
or a guy
I
who
wouldn't mind a
cheats. I feel
stripper,
like
to be
it's-
honest, but a porn star,
You
I don't know.
can
No,
make
I
good
get what
money
she's
and
saying,
still
though.
be monogamous.
She's understanding the
She
concept
doesn't
of
want to
it.
be able to look it up on the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah, like touching
Yeah.
on what she said earlier, the energy exchange thing, because even if he's not,
Creating
emotionally
feelings, yeah.
tied or whatever, the energy exchange thing, it
Right.
happens during sex regardless of what you feel like.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's not something that's
I
not
mean-
a
And
pill
I'm
I can
competitive
swallow.
in bed.
I mean,
I don't
it is
wanna
content
feel
though,
like
but yeah, I get what you're
next-
saying.
It's
If
not a
I
pill
see
to
her
swallow.
do a split on your dick in that video, I'm doing a double split.
Word.
Alright.
I think
my
I would
God.
straight up drop off the face of the earth. I would die.
But if he's a rapper,
But
and
that's
he has
exactly
other-
what
okay,
I'm
listen,
saying with like
I'm
the
watching the
monogamous
videos and I'm
men.
taking notes. Are you kidding?
Real quick, man. Someone important. His birthday is today. Shout out to Roman, man. He's always a good supporter in the chat.
Keeps our stats.
Keeps our stats in chat as well. Shout out to Roman.
Yeah, he keeps all the stats for the show. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Roman.
he's a
Wait,
Trini man.
there was another guy that had the stats. Icy, I don't know if you grabbed his contact info when we were doing the IRL stream.
Oh, you're crazy.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go into the first question here. Ladies, have you or someone you know ever been flown out by a guy?
Nope.
Hold on. Whoa. Relax. Okay. So we can start here and then work our way back this way. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Have you or anyone you know been flown out by a guy before?
Yes, I do know people that have.
Okay.
I have not been flown out.
You have not? Okay.
I have not.
All right. What about who was it? Was it a friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay. Where'd they go?
Bahamas.
They
Turks and Caicos.
Jamaica.
It was within the states.
Oh, within the states.
Within
Okay.
the states.
Do you know from where to
My
where?
friends aren't really out there like
Do you know from where to where? By chance?
California, New York, Miami.
California.
Oh.
They went from Baltimore to California?
Miami to California.
Okay.
Ah.
LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Makes
do you mean
sense.
by they're not out there like that?
And it was your friend. All right. What about you?
I might know a couple distant people. Nobody I'm close friends with. I've also been offered a couple times, but I have declined.
Ooh.
Okay. Offered but declined.
Yeah. I've been
Okay.
offered.
Like I feel like you just
hold on, but what made you decline though? Like, what was the?
She not trying to hunch.
Yeah, word.
She not trying to hunch.
I feel like
merch.
Based off the way I was raised, I have no problem. I do not judge if you get flued out somewhere and you do whatever it is that your heart desires, right? If my intentions are not to be in a relationship with you and your intentions are very clearly not to be in a relationship with me, but I know for a fact that if you fly me out to the state you live in, you want to sleep in the bed with me and do some nasty, I'm telling you right now, that's not my intentions and I'm not going to do it. Why is wrong for me to take your money and know you pay for all these things and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to tell you no.
Okay.
But what if you like him though? What if he's actually your type?
But if I like you, that don't change the fact that I'm not gonna sleep with you just because I like you. If you don't like me back, I could want you all I want, but if you don't want me back, we're not doing it. No, you just want to hunch.
How do you know,
sir? This is not a petting zoo. You do not want to get to know me. You just want to touch my private parts.
You're assuming. You're wrong.
You could tell by the way a man speaks to you, the way he references you.
All right.
This is
So you
not a
said you've
petting
been
zoo.
offered, but you declined. All right.
You don't know nothing.
And you meet up with somebody else and be at the pool with another man.
Okay.
Next person.
Hold on. So offered but declined. Where did you said you have a friend that did it?
Yeah, she was flown out to Jamaica.
Okay.
I told you, man. It's all Jamaica, bro.
Okay. All right. What about
I have not heard from her since.
Okay.
Oh, well.
She's still active on Instagram. She's alive, I think.
Okay, I was about to say, let me hear her on one of my podcasts.
All right. What about you? What about you?
Maybe like once when I was younger.
Okay.
Like for a threesome.
Ooh.
Well.
Yeah, to New York.
All right.
Wow.
From Miami to New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you had the threesome?
What about your friend?
Yeah.
Adventure.
Okay. That's fine. If it was you, then we don't need to worry about it. Okay, what about you? Have you ever been flown out or a friend?
Yes, I have been flown out
Okay.
to Chicago from
Okay.
Turks and Caicos to Chicago.
Okay. All right. What about you?
I have never been flown out, but I have a girlfriend who has to a bunch of places by some famous rappers, and I think it's really cool. But I did date a guy, and he.
You said rappers plural?
Yeah.
A few of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so is she also an OF creator?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so yes, and she's okay.
Hold on. You're in Miami. Why are you here?
What?
Did someone fly you out?
Someone fly you out to Miami,
No.
baby?
I'm practicing my social skills. I do OF, and I am obviously hoping to, make some money off of it. And I think that I have a lot of social anxiety, so pushing myself to go on podcasts and.
Good for you.
No, I mean, why are you in Miami?
Oh, for this?
For this?
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
Ambitious.
literally here it's my first time in Miami ever. And I'm here for one day, and then I go back home to my cozy bed
Damn, you
tomorrow.
came over here when it was kind of chilly and.
Yeah, I was expecting really nice weather and nice
It's
people.
normally not like this. This is the coldest winter I've ever seen here.
Wait, yeah.
It's the coldest and the longest BS winter.
Yeah, and I'm
for
from
real.
NOLA,
It's not
and
even
it's
cold straight.
warm
It's like
and
cold, hot.
yeah, I'm not a fan, but
You
it's
flew
really
out?
pretty, and I'm happy and grateful to be here. So
You flew
All
out
right.
for the podcast?
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I got here today
That's
at
cool.
like I can't remember what time, but I got here today, and I leave first thing.
Hopefully you
Oh,
can
that's
fly it
cool.
out again this summer.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami's
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, sorry, I
definitely
know I
should.
got sidetracked.
All right.
All right, so not you, but a friend, right?
Yes.
All right, what about you?
I have never.
Okay, you have a friend that's been flown out?
Yes.
Okay, where'd she go?
Do we have to?
I mean, they're not gonna know. You don't have to say who she is. I'm just asking for locations. Where'd she go from probably from Miami to where?
Bahamas.
Okay.
I called it, bro. Jamaica, Bahamas.
Okay.
I don't miss, man.
All right, what about you?
I've never been flown out, and I do not know any friends that have been flown out.
No way.
You know fighters, man. They
Come
fuck
on,
with all the time.
Fighters, like, we get flown out for fights, but not for, like, sex.
Yeah, fighting the
So,
bed.
no, I don't.
They get thrown out for a good time.
I mean, obviously,
Hold on.
they're flying out.
Come on. You've
For a
at
few
least been
rounds.
offered then at least.
Say it again.
You've at least been offered.
Me?
Yeah.
Personally, no.
Yeah.
What?
Let's do
Okay.
some jujitsu.
I think you gotta like do this a little couple times, and people will.
Not the
her eyes are so
always
pretty.
so easy.
All right.
All
So
she gotta do is
so you've never been
I agree.
offered or flown out, and you don't even have a friend that's done it.
No.
All right. What about you?
same.
No,
Never been
and no
flown out.
friends.
No.
I believe her.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right.
What's him?
All right.
Freaking
Now
Aaron.
my second question is, and we'll start here. We'll skip you because we'll skip both of you because you guys aren't involved, I guess.
Yeah.
Did your friend smash?
The person who flew her out, did she smash?
Did she smash them? When she went to the Bahamas.
But that's no longer my friend anymore.
Okay, so was it a yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why you mention that part?
Hmm?
Why you mention that's not your friend anymore?
Because
Her moral
the
compass.
people, yeah.
It's important to know she's disconnected from this person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. What about you?
Bruh.
Yes. Yep.
All the rappers?
She did at the same time.
Same time?
Was it like an orgy?
Same time.
Oh, I don't know. I just.
Is she?
Who's your favorite rapper?
Who's my favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Dolph or Jeezy or Old School Gucci Mane, like the
Jeezy?
Chicken Talk album.
I know that's what. Yes.
So question, are
Maybe a
you
little boozy.
are you BBC gang?
Pardon?
Are you BBC gang?
No, I don't know.
That she doesn't understand the question.
She doesn't know.
Are you team
Yep.
BBC?
I mean, I've never.
Big.
I
like
can't
niggas.
say I've never had it.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
You've never
She
hooked up
can't
with a
tell
black
if
girl
she like
before?
that type of dessert. She ain't
Really?
never tasted it before.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So wait. Okay. So.
But yeah, she did have
Intercourse.
with all of them.
Relations.
With all of them,
Entanglement?
not one.
I just got which rappers? I gotta ask.
Oh man, I can't.
Where's
say.
my water?
Bro, they probably smashed a bunch of chicks, man. It don't matter. Well, who was it?
I don't know if I could say that. I
Just
feel like
sing
I'm
a
gonna get in
song.
trouble.
Sing
I
a-
can't sing that. No, I
Say
can't just.
one.
No, I can't. No, I. Well, I don't. They probably made her sign an NDA, and I don't think I was
But you
supposed to
didn't
know.
sign the NDA.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, but I don't want someone to,
All right.
I'm sorry. I
Is she
just
a
don't.
porn star?
I mean,
this chick?
she is on the hub.
Oh yeah, she a porn star. Yeah. All right.
It was about to get juicy.
All right.
I was
Well,
waiting.
you want to say who she is then, since you don't want to say the rappers?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. I want to keep.
Lame.
Snitches get stitches.
That's fine. I mean, bro, she already has her pussy all over the internet, so it don't matter. All right. What about you?
No.
You didn't smash? You went all the way to Chicago? You ain't
No,
smash?
but when I went to Chicago, the
Stop
thing
the
is,
cap.
hold on. No, real talk. So I literally called my best friend. I was like, I had my own hotel room, and he was like with his friends. Like, and anytime, like we would talk and vibe, but it was just like a friend vibe. So
Why you
I
a bad
came back
liar,
to
bro?
Turks. I'm not. I swear to God, I have the. Where's my phone?
Brenda likes
Like the messages, literally.
So you knew him from before. He flew you out to Chicago, and you guys didn't hook up, and he was with his friends.
right.
So he flew you out and didn't hang out with you. He hung out with his
No,
friends.
he flew me out. He hung out with me for the first night, and then he went
And then
with
you
his
didn't
friends
want
to
to
do a
fuck,
move.
and then he went to go hang out with his friends.
I don't think it was like that. Like they were having a move. They had a move
You
to
turned
make.
them off. You
They,
turned them
they
all the
were
way
making
off.
a move.
Okay.
But either way, I guess I was just there for the weekend. I just
If a
partied
nonna
in
want to smash,
Chicago.
he gonna smash.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to
No,
smash.
if
That
a
is
woman
not
wants
true.
to smash,
Yeah.
she will
True, true.
smash.
I
You
think
have
she
to love
turned
it.
him down.
Like,
Yeah.
Because let's be honest here. You think he flew you out just to hang out? Come on, man.
I mean, I never thought that, but at the same time, in our messages, as I said before,
Come on,
he
man.
knew it was never on the
But
table.
hold
But
on.
that's why he
Hold on.
has a penthouse.
Did he make a move on you though? Be honest.
He did, but I was.
See,
No, yeah.
see, he was trying
He
to.
did, but not when he flew me out. When he flew me out, it was strictly on some like, you cool, let me show you this type shit, because I really wanted to become like hosting at different clubs. I wanted to host in different countries at clubs, like
You don't think he
Houston
had
and
any
like
intention
literally
of
last year I went on
smashing?
a birthday tour in 5 cities. I went to New York, I went to LA, I went to Houston, I went to DC, and I went to Miami. I was in Miami last year.
Okay.
I came here to start hosting in clubs. It was never on no like.
All right, that's fine. So no. What about you? You said threesome, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
That sounds
was it
hot.
a guy and his like girl? I guess.
It was like a guy and one of my friends.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay,
Y'all still friends?
a guy that she was seeing. I'm guessing.
suppose. I guess sugar daddy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
In New York City, that makes sense. A lot of sugar babies out there in New York. Okay. What about you? Yeah, you said you did your friend smash?
But I do suppose if I had gone, the smash would have happened.
No, but I'm saying your friend, because you said a friend went, right?
She did.
She smashed him?
She did.
And that was from that, where'd he go? Was it Miami, LA?
Jamaica?
No.
Yeah, Jamaica.
It's Jamaica.
It went to okay. All right.
Naming all
And then what about you?
Yeah, my friend smashed.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she say good things, or because she went to the Bahamas, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It was California.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Miami,
so
California.
I mean, she was just all about the business, like she was like killing two birds with one stone. Now she's in LA, she's making moves. She done took the dick,
she went there to network.
took the
Was
dick,
he like in the showbiz of some kind? This dude?
The dude.
Yeah.
He was well connected, but he was not like a rapper though.
Okay. Well, what was she? Was she an entertainer of some kind, or trying to be?
Dancer.
Oh, stripper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
But what move are you gonna make? Like she was, unless you want to dance in
they
LA.
get hostings. They get like
Yeah, she was
paid
modeling.
events.
She was modeling too.
They get like closed door events.
All
Wink,
right.
wink.
So she went out there, smashed him, and then he hooked her up with some shit.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Yo, W networking.
Yeah, I guess that's how girls network.
But have you guys ever flown anyone out? Or even for a podcast, have you guys flown anyone out?
No
way. For a
We
podcast?
do that?
Yeah. No, listen, I honestly feel like
Merch.
when you fly someone out, it doesn't have to be like.
Well, that was my next
Sexual.
question, actually. Okay, so, if flown out, are you obligated to have sex? In your opinion?
No.
Hold on. Whoa, relax, man. We'll get to you. All right. What about you? Let's start here.
I don't believe that you're obligated per se, but I do believe that you should understand the understanding. Cause what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
So
why?
doesn't that mean obligated then?
No, obligated.
Understanding is kind of obligation, I guess.
Like you should know what time it is. If you're really not down for it, then you should definitely have your own money to get the fuck up out of there if you don't want to,
Okay.
and B, like you just should know what time it is. Like it's
So
fluid
it's
out.
unwritten rule. Okay.
Yeah, it's an unwritten
So
rule
it's yes.
for sure.
Okay. What about you? Are you obligated to smash if you get flown out? In your
I
opinion?
don't think you're ever obligated to smash under any circumstances.
Okay.
Is it expected though? Yeah, and if you have absolutely zero interest and zero what's the word I'm looking for?
Interest in going, or sorry, interest in having
If you
sex?
have zero intent on exhibiting that type of behavior with that person, don't put yourself in that situation because then you're gonna be the one to complain. You know what I mean? Like don't complain. Oh, he treated me like this, or he wanted this, and he really expected that. Or he left me high and dry after he flew me out. Yeah, ma'am, learn how to read the signs. Take some social cues. He wanted some punani, and then you got there and you thought it was just fun and games.
Okay.
After he paid all that money, absolutely not.
All right.
I'm gonna need a
What about
refund.
you?
Yeah, I mirror the
Are
thoughts.
you obligated?
I mirror the thoughts of the other girls. Absolutely. I definitely don't think anybody's obligated to ever have sex with anybody. Like, that's weird. But if you are accepting the invitation, like, you should know that that's going to be expected and it's absolutely on the table. Yeah.
That's fair.
Interesting. Okay. What about you?
Like you said, I understand that that's on the table, but while speaking about being flown out, that's a conversation that is had, no? Like, if you're going to say, hey, I want to fly you out, it's going to be, okay, well, what's the plan when you fly me out? What are we going to do? Like, what's in the mind?
Yeah.
I don't think that it's ever an obligation, but if it should be discussed what you're flying out for before you
Well,
go.
if you discuss
somewhere.
it, then it tells you I'm trying to smash. Then at that point, it is obligation.
Even in your own scenario, you said it was just as friends, but he made a move on you, right? So it isn't always spoken beforehand.
It was spoken beforehand. The plan was for me to be hosting. I needed to go to clubs.
No. He wanted to smash. You said no. But obviously, he told you in a way, I want you.
When we met, when he told me that he wanted to smash is when I was working at a bottle girl at a club in Turks and
Okay.
Caicos, the
It's fine.
Shisha
It's fine.
Lounge.
All right. So in your opinion, it should be discussed, but it's not obligated.
Right.
All right. What about you?
I think it's pretty obvious if someone flies you out that
Okay.
you're obligated to have
So you
sex
think
with
it's
them.
obligated? All right. What about you?
I don't.
You don't think so? Okay.
No.
What about you?
I definitely think it's obligated and
Okay.
implied and very obvious.
Okay. What about you?
I think it's obligated.
Can
You
I
know,
ask a question, actually?
Uh-huh.
What if you get there and, like, the vibe's off? Like, what would you do? Like, what if you get there, you've never met the person, and like the vibe is off, you're not feeling it?
You should
How do you handle
never
it?
That's why
We'll get to that here in a second.
Exactly.
We'll get to that. But I just find it very interesting how like a bunch of the girls said, I don't know if you caught on to this, the female psychology. A lot of you guys said you're not obligated. However, if you accept it, you should know that it's expected, which is literally the same thing as obligation.
Right, you're obligated.
But I've come to realize that like women almost never want to push any type of sexual pressure on each other. So they always leave it open-ended because that's a taboo subject. So I found it very interesting how a lot of the girls kind of danced around and said, well, it's expected, but it's not obligated. That's the same thing.
But to her point, she's saying in a nutshell,
yeah,
it isn't obligated in her eyes because if the vibes are off, it's a no-go.
No, she just brought that up just now.
Yeah, that's what I meant though. That's like where
I
I
had brought it up earlier when I said you should have your own money to get up out of there if the vibes aren't, checking out.
I feel like you should know the vibes before getting on a plane to go see a random person.
I agree. But what if they're weirdo?
Let me ask this.
But in person, it can be different.
Okay, so a lot of you guys said that the woman isn't obligated. Cool. Now, is the man obligated to continue to give her time, and can he kick her out, in your opinion?
He can kick her out.
Yes.
Depending on how she's acting.
One at a time.
What if it's you though?
He can, depending on how I'm acting. If he doesn't like me in person versus on how we've been acting.
No, this is strictly, he thought he was going to get some sex. You say no.
Oh, yeah, he could kick me out.
Okay. What about you?
Definitely could kick the girl out.
Okay, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think? If the woman isn't obligated to fuck, which is totally cool, can the man kick her out for that? Since he's not obligated to spend time with her now.
I wouldn't say it's okay, but yes, he can kick her out.
Morally.
100% yes.
What do you think? 100%?
Yes.
Okay, what about you?
He could kick her out.
Okay.
However, in my case, I had someone there that I knew I could.
Yeah.
I already
If he
had
really
my
likes
own
you,
way
he's not gonna
out.
kick you out.
If he was
That's
like,
the key.
I already thought in my mind, so if this nigga's bullshitting, I need to have a plan B of
backup?
where I'm gonna.
But it's
Okay,
not a
what
matter
about
of if he
you?
likes you, it's if he thinks he's going to get sex.
Yeah.
Girl, have
It
this
doesn't
right
matter if
in
he
your
likes you
name.
or
All
not.
right, what about you?
I feel like if he had enough money to fly you there, he should fly you back home. He's not obligated to pay for your trip and your stay there, but if the vibes are off, like send you back home. Don't like kick her out.
But if you don't give him what he wants, why should he get you a plane ticket back?
He doesn't have to be like a good human to you. If you guys were already speaking sexual, that's exactly why the flying out came.
For sure, but he should fly you back. Like, I just don't think he should kick you out. I think it's like impolite
If you're
and
not
it's
giving him something, why should he provide you with something else?
Because you're a good person and like you've got this girl in a city that she's not familiar with. No,
we are not
nobody
objects.
is obligated to be a good person, but like you should be.
I see your perspective, but
You should
would,
be. Fly
wouldn't it
her
be fair
back.
to say that if the man isn't necessarily, if the woman's not obligated to have sex with him, wouldn't it be fair to say that he's not necessarily obligated to get her back?
Absolutely, no,
Or a plane
absolutely.
ticket.
I just think that that's.
So you're saying they should do that?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, why
All right.
not?
But hold on
Like
a
you're not
sec.
obligated to
think they should
continue to let
too.
her stay in this hotel and like whatever, like enjoy this free trip. Like just send her back like that day or the
And
next
if he's
day.
a
Like,
gentleman, he'll
send
get
her
her
back.
back home safe.
yeah, exactly. I just think like if you wanted her there enough, like to fly her out, like okay, that's fine. It didn't work out, like whatever. Like be a gentleman, send her back home.
Yeah.
This is
Don't
why she
kick her to
should've
the
made sure it
streets.
was a
Like she's
round
still a
trip.
person.
It depends on the type of person you're dealing with, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
But can I ask?
What about what?
I just want to ask something real quick though. But would it be when we talk about it? I'm talking from like a moral compass though, like how you said that like he should just kick her out. But what I'm saying
Do
is,
morals have a place in a situation like this?
I
No.
don't
It
think
doesn't.
so.
Morality
Let's
is
be realistic.
subjective.
If you
It
know he
doesn't.
wants punani and he flying you out, you saying yes under
It's a
circumstances. You know you finna play him because you're not gonna give him what he wants.
You have no
Transaction.
morals
Like I
going there to
said,
begin with. Why would you expect good morals in
over the
return?
phone before
Yeah.
traveling?
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
not a
it's so
moral situation.
important to discuss
It's
what it is
like
you're getting yourself into.
You're coming out to have sex with him, and you get to explore a city that you've never been
I feel
in.
like for
That's
hypothetical
it.
purposes,
it's a
assume
transaction.
you're in a situation where it's been
Very
made
much so.
clear this is what he wants, and
Right.
you've understood I'm not gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna take the money anyways and fly out.
But that's
and see
one
how this
situation though.
That's dumb.
But that's
Wait, hold on. Do you have morals?
I,
Nope.
Why'd you fly out?
I flew out because it was a friendly understanding of him putting me on in the industry in the club.
You wanted to smash though.
He didn't.
Wait, do you all think that guys just want to smash when they
But
try a girl
like
out?
I said
Yeah,
in the
they all
beginning, I
do.
feel like you're
They
missing
do.
my point from the beginning. When he said he wanted to smash was when he met me in person at the club I
I
was
will never
working
get on a
at.
plane
You're
to
smart,
see a
right?
man then.
I believe
So
I
you
try
can pick
to
up
be
on
it.
people's intuitions, for example, what they are
Right, but I
intentionally
don't know
want to do.
everything. I don't know everything, and I don't pretend
but
to.
we just said it on the room. You agreed. If the guy flies you, what he wants to smash. Right?
All right.
Understood. However,
okay.
I said what is
No
talked
morals.
about beforehand.
She's saying that you could basically. She said you could kick her out, but you should be a gentleman and get her back. All right, that's fine. You agree with her on that? Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. That it's not very gentlemanly, right? I do see your point. But I also feel like it's the same in comparison to being spoiled in other ways. Like if a man is paying my bills, I've had men pay my bills and get absolutely no sex in return with the understanding that you never gonna get that far with me.
Period.
You are under no circumstances obligated to pay for my bills. You want to give me money for my bills? You can give me money for my bills. We can have good
All right,
conversation.
the question is, can he kick her out?
Yeah, he can kick her out
Okay.
for sure. Although I do agree with the gentlemanly perspective, right? But I feel like from a blunt perspective, like you know what he wants, you have no intention of giving it to him, and you accept it anyways.
Right.
What are you expecting? You know what I'm saying? Because if the situation was reversed, you're gonna ask me like Sex in the City's not real? Like there's not cougars out there flying out young men. They expect to get laid, and the young man gets to where they going, and he don't want to give it up. She gonna be like, all right, well, figure out how to get back home.
Okay.
What are you here for?
All right. What about you? Do you think the guy could kick her out if she doesn't? Since she's not obligated to give sex, he's not obligated to.
I do believe that he can kick her out, and as a lady, you should already be leaving.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Let me ask this. If you were in a position and you were a guy and you spent the money to fly a girl out to your city, etc., and she got to the location and said, "Hey, I'm not feeling it," what would you do? Start with you.
Sorry. By the way, shout out to MLD for $100 chat.
Oh, shout out to you, John. Shout out to you guys for the mega W with the consistency of shows. You guys are killing it. Yeah, man. No breaks, man. Thank you, man.
Bro.
Appreciate that greatly. Okay, so let's say you're the man. Let's put yourself in the man's shoes. You spent $1,000 to get this chick out to you, right, with a plane ticket and hotel, etc., and she doesn't want to have sex. What are you doing?
I actually, if I'm balling out of control like that,
No, you ain't balling out of control.
What you
You're a regular
be
nigga.
doing that?
You're a regular nigga. You spent $1,000.
Oh.
You make $70K per year. You spend $1,000 to get this chick out there. What are you doing, realistically speaking?
You're flying her.
I love it how whenever I put women in men's situations, they always suppose that they're a multi-millionaire. No, you're a regular fucking nigga, man. Average. You making 50, 70K per year.
Let's be the little to the max.
Yeah. But no, you're an average guy. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm an average guy and I'm flying somebody out.
Yep.
So
And she don't wanna smash.
I wouldn't kick her out because that's just not what I'm really not gonna kick her out to the streets. And if I don't want to just like send her back in the plane like she said, then I would just be like, well, I hope you're okay with somebody else coming over. Like you can go ahead and
oh shit,
all right, so you're
pop a
kicking her
spot
off
on the couch, baby. Like
you're letting her stay in the house.
Next caller. Next caller.
Yo, you a nigga for real.
Next up,
So
make some noodles in the cabinet if you want some.
okay, so you would let her sit in the house, but you would call another girl over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Make it
Extra dramatic for her to hear.
You are a real nigga. Shout out to you. You one of us. All right.
Like,
So, all right, okay, all right. Call another girl over right in front of her. All right.
That sounds familiar.
Okay, sounds familiar. Yeah, it
That
does.
sounds very familiar.
What about you? What about you? What are you doing? You spent $1,000 to get this chick out here and she don't want to fuck. What are you doing?
If I'm regular degla and I go out of my way to spend that kind of money on you,
Yes.
I'll feel some type of way. I don't know if I could say that I would throw you in the streets, but I'd be like, bro, you got 24 hours to figure out what your situation is because I got somebody else on the way.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do it for me, somebody else will. Period.
Sounds familiar.
Period.
Right. So you'll give her 24 hours and you'll let her stay too.
I mean, I feel like it's regardless of whether I'm the man and the woman or the woman in the situation is my heart speaking. Like I wouldn't throw you in the streets. Would I be pissed? Yes, but I would I would be the bigger person. I'll be like, bro, you got 24 hours to find yourself a flight, find yourself a friend, find yourself a something, but you gotta get up and get out. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
What about you? What are you doing?
It's tough. I don't know.
No, just be a gentleman, like you said earlier.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think
Different when it's your money.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
I think that's like, no, I do think that's where I fall. Like if I was going to spend the $1,000, like I was prepared to spend the $1,000. So like if the girl gets there and like she's not feeling the vibe, like I'm never going to kick a girl out or fly her back. Like she can enjoy it. I'm going to take the L. Like that was the L for me.
So you're going to let her stay in your house?
Is she staying in my house or it's a hotel?
Let's say in this scenario it's your house. What are you doing?
It's my house. Like I'll ask her what she wants to do, but I would maybe suggest if she wants to go home, I'll pay for her return flight. Yeah, I love
Would you
women. I
really?
treat women really well. Yeah.
If you were a man, you would.
I mean, I'm a woman that dates women. I have a girlfriend of 3 years. Like, I do love women. And
Hold on. Are you the breadwinner in your relationship?
I would say it's mutual. She is a therapist as well. Yeah, we're about the same.
So you're talking about being like in a breadwinner stance here with in this situation, but you're in an equal partner relationship.
Well, you said I'm the one that's flying the girl out, so I'm assuming that I would be in this scenario the breadwinner. So if I was the breadwinner in that scenario, like I would ask the girl what she wants to do, what she feels comfortable.
Guy.
Necessarily
You're
have
not
to
a six.
be the
You're not a
breadwinner.
six-figure earner. You're a regular guy. She'll want to fuck. Okay, so
yeah,
you're gonna
but
let
I'm
her
not
stay.
like bitter. Like if somebody doesn't want to fuck me, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be mad that I lost $1,000. Like I was willing to spend $1,000. I'm gonna like own my shit, and I'm gonna like say, damn, that sucks. But like
you're gonna spend another $1,000, get her back.
It's like a gamble.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a gamble that I was willing to take. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What about you? What are you doing? If she doesn't want to fuck, what are you doing?
First, before I even spend $1,000, shawty gotta let me know she's gonna fuck.
Okay.
Exactly.
But that's what I was saying.
No. But she gets there and she said, she says,
The
vibe's not right.
Okay.
Dumb shit that girls normally say.
Now, if I done spend $1,000, she gotta get the fuck. Why?
She gotta get what?
She gotta get the fuck. Like she gotta
Out
go.
of here.
Oh,
She
okay.
gotta go.
I was like,
Hold on.
wait,
Stop that right there. Stop that.
I'm sorry. That's island talk. I'm
I'll be
sorry.
your translator.
That's
You're
just,
good.
That's just how I talk.
You're
Like I'm
good.
so sorry.
Right.
But she gotta go. Why
right.
I
You
say that?
kicking her out.
Because
All right.
whilst I'm telling you, baby, I'm ready to spend $1,000 on you to come over. The deal wasn't you come over and you love my personality and you love my vibes. It's I'm gonna spend $1,000 on you to come bring your ass over here and we're gonna do something. It wasn't you weren't promised a romantic scenery with me. You were promised $1,000 I spent on you to bring your ass to my crib.
Bent over the balcony.
Bent over the balcony.
Jeez.
Give me some money.
What if there is no balcony?
Yeah. But that's why I say you have to talk about what is it you're agreeing to before you agree to it. Because whilst you want to be the gentleman and say, okay, she could stay, baby, you done made the agreement to come over and fuck. So if you're not going to be the lady of your word, I'm not going to be no gentleman to you.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Where are your morals?
Interesting, yeah. No, morals go out the window when it's her money. You see that? You caught that? No morals. When it's her money, there ain't no morality anymore. It's her money now.
Where's her morals on me already breaking my back over to spend that money? But I've never been in that situation. I never lead with that intent to say, hey, you're going to buy me this, I'm going to give you this and not give it.
Incredible.
Like, that's crazy
This
to
is
me.
really interesting. All right, what about you? What are you doing if she gets there and she don't want to smash?
She told me that she was smashing before I bought her the ticket.
Let's say it was assumed.
I would probably kick her out.
You'd kick her out?
Yeah.
How would you go about it?
You're so nice about it. Can you please leave my house?
Yeah, how would you go about it specifically?
I mean, I think obviously I say it a little bit nicer, but I think as a man and I'm expecting something, I'd be a little more frustrated. Probably just tell her to get the
fuck out.
All right.
Yeah.
So you tell her you have to leave. So you wouldn't tell her, hey, someone else is coming, nothing. You just be like, hey, look, I understand, but you got to leave.
I wouldn't tell her someone else is coming. If she doesn't care, I feel like I would probably know that someone's coming over anyway.
Yeah.
Why try and make her feel worse? Just tell her to get out. I feel like that's enough shame on its own.
All right. And you wouldn't pay for anything. You would just be like, all right, later.
I mean, if I had some money, I would probably.
No, you're a regular nigga, man.
I'm normal.
Yo, why is it
broke?
Yo,
you literally spent your last
every
$1,000
time
on
we
it.
give women, hold on. Every time, I find this very, very interesting. Every time we give women a scenario, you're the guy, they always assume they're rich.
Because that's what they see.
Yeah.
That's what
they
we
look
want.
up to.
I mean, I think if you're flying someone out, you should have.
It kind of proves, like,
That's what we want.
without fail, even if it's an average girl, whatever, every single time I'm balling, I got money, they always assume that. But it's like, it proves my point that, like, bro, most girls, dudes are invisible to them, bro.
Yes.
Like, most men are virtually invisible to women.
100%.
We want a
fucking
rich
crazy.
nigga.
That's fair.
I'm cool.
Y'all
if I
can't
went on
even
a budget.
fathom, like, being a regular guy. Like, you can't even imagine it, because when I ask you, imagine being a guy. Okay, I'm a rich nigga, right? No.
Yeah, we want a rich nigga.
You're fucking not. I'm rich.
The regular
You're 5'8".
niggas.
You barely get any dates. Most girls don't even know
What
who
is
you
wrong
are.
with 5'8"?
You're a regular guy.
I don't know. My boyfriend's 6 feet, so I don't know. We not with y'all.
Like, most dudes are virtually invisible to women, and it's
And I can
amazing.
understand that theory. I'm not
And
gonna
anytime we
lie.
ask a girl, you know,
Run a
such and
scenario.
such, run a scenario, they always assume the guy's rich and they assume the guy's good looking and the guy has
Baller.
chicks.
I mean, look at all the
Incredible.
love movies. Look at all the romantic
Are we not
movies
using you
that
guys
see.
as examples?
Cinderella.
Who said I got money?
Are you guys not rich and good looking or no?
Who said I got money?
I think the
We're
reason
not average niggas. That's the point. We're not regular guys.
Whatever.
Define rich.
Okay.
Rich can be whatever. To be honest.
That's fine.
More than 30K apparently.
I'm
just gonna
honest.
move on.
Listen, this is their show. They're rich. We're just working for them.
All right.
Chris got money.
Well, I assume that
So you're kicking her out. You're kicking her out. Okay.
What do you got money?
What are you doing? Are you kicking her out, or are you? What are you doing? She doesn't want to smash. You spend $1,000 to get her out there. You're a regular guy. Let's say you're a barber, since you're a hairdresser. So the male side, male version of you. You're a barber. You're making $50K per year. Regular guy. You live in fucking Memphis.
I'm that nigga.
You bring that girl over. She don't want to fuck. What are you doing?
You got 4 kids.
If I was a gentleman,
You're not though.
I'm a gentleman.
You might
Okay.
be.
You're a gentleman. All right. What are you doing?
I would make sure I'd be able to get her back home, even though.
So you dropping another K to get her home.
With blue balls?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it took you a week to make that. You make a 50K video.
What?
It took you, like, let's give it $1 million. It took you a week.
Minimum.
It was assumed that she was
But
gonna
I'm
fuck,
gonna make sure I have enough to get her back home. I'm sorry.
but you didn't know that she wasn't gonna change her mind and not fuck.
Why is Shawty coming on the one way though?
Yeah.
So why would you take
It's called insurance.
one way? You don't know where you going.
It's
You don't know
insurance.
who's
Yeah,
there.
but I'm
You get
saying,
back?
like I said,
When
in
I
this
was
scenario.
invited to getting thrown out, I had my way back home.
No,
and they
you're the
were
nigga,
paying
man.
for
I'm
it.
talking about you're the nigga now. Remember?
Nigga.
I thought
Yeah.
you said you didn't.
You
get
making
invited
$1,000 a
to
week?
I've never.
flown
You gonna
out.
drop
I've
another
never
1,000 to
gotten
get her
flown out,
back?
But I have been offered.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
First off,
again,
he's from Memphis.
this,
You know,
yeah,
she better
you a
be
dude.
selling it.
Remember, you're a guy now.
Yeah.
You drop another
Like I
1,000 to
said,
get
I
her
will
back?
make sure I have enough to get her back home.
Okay, so you drop another 1,000.
Before
2
I fly
weeks
her out to
gone.
me- Yeah.
2 weeks on.
It's irresponsible
All right.
financially speaking,
Yeah.
but I get where you're coming from. I mean,
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What about you? What are you doing?
I'm definitely flying her back
You're flying her back?
on site.
I'm sorry.
I'd rather be
Exactly, because that's somebody's daughter.
Man,
I'd rather be broke
fuck
for a week
somebody's
than
daughter,
have
man.
one night of awkwardness. I'm good off that.
No, but you could just kick her out and not
one day
get her
she'll be
fly back.
somebody's mother,
would-
maybe
I
not
would
the mother
fly
of your
back.
child.
You'll fly her back?
Hey,
All right. Damn, bro. You
My
about
Charlie
to waste
stupid,
2
bro.
week of money?
I would. At least
But
I could go to sleep. At least I could go to sleep.
Knowing that, I mean, I had to
but
wait
what
till
is-
Got the
they
lights
say to
on.
me.
Okay. What the hell? You go to sleep with the lights on, with the lights off, and no heat. All right, cool. What about you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna get her an Uber to the airport.
And that's it.
I feel like if she's gonna be like no to sex, she already took that risk in account. No.
Word.
But I'm never
'cause I
flying
feel like
out if there's a
I'm-
one-way
You a
trip.
savage, nigga.
If
You got
I'm
no
a
morals.
regular guy, I'm
have
saving my money to
No, you
fly
don't.
you out. We agreed on us having sex. So the fact that you're here now, you're talking about the vibe is off. Like, bitch,
Get the fuck.
I get it.
my money is already spent. What do you mean the vibe
As
is
they say in the
off?
Bahamas, carry your cunny, all right?
Like pop a what is it called? Like the pussycat pill? Like pop that pill, get your vagina wet, and let's do what we gotta do.
Oh,
like
shit.
it's really not that deep. It's because you knew what you were coming out for.
Okay,
you
but then you
agreed.
took that risk. If I'm-
Exactly.
I would never
It's like, if it's
go
on a
out
regular, it's
nowhere.
fine.
Listen, my daddy taught me don't even go to dinner with a man if you can't buy that shit 2 times. What the hell?
Yo,
I ain't going nowhere with a
Yeah.
man. I'm not,
Yeah.
especially to another country. Bitch, are you ditzy? Did your mother fail you?
Exactly.
You go to another
I
country.
If I ever go to a country with another man and I'm not able to fly myself home or get myself a hotel that same night, you're a ditzy bitch. And you're dumb and your parents failed.
It's very interesting how when it's the girl's money, you guys switch it up 100%.
What I
That's
say?
great.
No,
Okay.
but I
That's
agree with
good.
it for
I hear
myself.
you.
I live by that. I live by that.
For you guys,
Very
See,
interesting.
for you
women
guys,
understand.
When it's their money, it's
when
like-
it's their money,
Yeah,
they playing.
fuck, yeah.
But niggas, oh,
I
let
would
me
never,
do
I
it.
would
Yeah, be a
never expect
gentleman.
the man
Fly
to
it back,
do
man.
that.
Guys.
Yeah,
you guys, I have a
wrong with
question.
flying her
though.
back?
I have a question.
I have a question. What's wrong with flying her
Real
back?
quick,
Yeah,
real quick.
Yeah.
We're going
Okay,
to Rumble now.
My
Okay.
thing
Rumble
is,
time, guys. Head over to
Flying
Rumble.
you
Guys,
back.
come on over to rumble.com/freshfit,
No, this is
man.
for everyone that
We
has a
got
problem with
20,000 plus
flying.
y'all ninjas over here. Come
I
on
do
over,
have
shift
a
on over
problem
on
with
YouTube.
flying
And
back.
Come on over right
a
now,
video to
guys.
react to as
Let's, we got 20,000, so come on over right now, and then we got a video to react to
It's
as
been
well.
an hour already. Dang.